You're in the vampire machine.
Then what?
And you realize, like, oh, this whole system's fucked. Let me just hop on over to GlaxoSmithKline.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what.
I want to get a house in the suburbs.
I know, but I try to look at it through other eyes and see, like, okay, we have to figure out what these people are going to do, because what do you do after if you can't work for 10 years? This is what they've lived all their lives working in, right? And
sort of, but I think it's incentivized. I think they are making laws and pushing things specifically at the behest of the pharmaceutical drug industry, knowing that there's a golden parachute awaiting them.
Right, but I don't think all of them. I've interviewed some of these government officials that work at the FDA, and I don't think all of them are there with bad intent.
No. But a lot of the ones that do know it's available, and the shocking number of people that leave those positions of being a regulator and go over to work for the pharmaceutical drug. I mean, that's a kind of crazy conflict of interest.
Yeah, it is a huge.
You've been passing laws and winking at people and shaking hands and playing golf with them, and then you make it easy for them, and then all of a sudden you work for them, and you're making $1.5 million a year.
Should be illegal.
Yeah, of course it is.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah,
and that's why it's a dirty ass business. And then you got a dirty ass business because they sponsor all the news. Like, brought to you by Pfizer. Anderson Cooper, brought to you by Pfizer.
That's bananas in this country. It's so crazy. It only exists in America, you know. I
Callie
grew up in
Means
Europe.
was talking about this and said the issue is not that this way more people will buy their drugs. The issue is now the media won't criticize their drugs.
Because they need it. Oh, my God, yeah.
Because they financially invested in these companies. They're partners, basically.
Right.
Without the pharmaceutical drug companies, I think cable news would be in deep shit.
Well, as a member of the media, I've never had that problem. I have never had, and I have investigated, as you know, pharmaceutical companies before. But I've never had my boss tell me I can't.
Of course, but you look at the kind of stuff you do. You know, you're doing the real stuff, like your boots on the ground in the scariest parts of the world. You're doing a different thing. You're a real journalist, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And that's you're not getting that on TV for the most part. You know, it has to be on a show like yours, but like on TV news, you're not getting that kind of. I mean, not that kind of investigative journalism that you do as applied to everything. But there's a lot of conflicts of interest.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't want you investigating certain things. You know, don't want you investigate waste and fraud in government, and
that's the role of journalism. Yeah, I mean, people in power have a hard time with the truth.
Exactly.
And their job is to go out.
Exactly.
Which I know, but which is why, you know, it's so troublesome that we live at a time where people don't believe in journalists and think that all journalists are either fake or they're lying, and that's a real problem because it's a real problem for all of us.